This activity is called Who Polluted the River. It's a pretty simple setup. You get 10 canisters and you label them with the different things the story asks you to, so the different characters and stuff, and a clear container with water. Let's begin. There was a time many years ago when our land was wild. There was a river that flowed from the mountains and into a lake. The river has changed a lot since that time long ago. This is the story of those changes. Years went by, and once in a while there were big storms. Strong winds whipped through the trees and blew leaves into the water. More and more people moved to the area. Gradually, a rich city grew around the river. People drained swamps and cut down forests to build houses, schools, churches, roads, hospitals, and many other buildings. Rains washed loose soil from these building sites into the river. At first, the city was small. Upstream farmers planted crops to feed all the people as the city grew. They used chemicals called fertilizers to make their crops grow faster. Some farmers kept pigs and other animals in barnyards. As rainwater drained out of the fields and the barnyards, it carried some of the fertilizers and manure into a little creek behind the farm. The creek flowed from the river to the lake. Does that water look like something you'd like to drink now? Now the city, along with the river, has grown to be one of the largest cities in the country. Many people live and work in and around the cities. Several factories make things that people want, like cars and furniture, but the factories leak paint and other chemicals into the water. The water again flows to the river, and from the river into the lake. The pollutants can cause fish to become sick. As people move about their busy days, they often drive from place to place. Traffic jams are a big problem for drivers who take their cars to and from work. If a car has not been taken care of, it might leak oil and other fluids, which will be washed off the roads and into the river in the next rain. A boy in the city is out washing his car. The soapy suds rushes to the driveway and into the storm drains by the curb. The storm drain enters into the river. The grease and grime on the car contains tar from the roads and tiny bits of rubber from the wearing of the tires and rust. If the boy had gone to a local car wash instead, the water would have been cleaned before it went back into the river or was recycled. On nice days, many people go down to the river. Some zoom up the river in motorboats and don't notice a little engine oils leaking into the water. On the shore, lots of people are having family picnics in parks, and they don't always pick up their trash. With the next storm, that trash will wash into the river. On a shore, a fishing person snags a hook on a log. Instead of untangling it, the person fishing simply breaks off the snagged piece of nylon fishing line and lets it fall into the river. The land is no longer wild, and the river has changed a lot over the years. Now, this goes with the land ethic. So after you're done dumping all the things in, hold up the new water. Simply ask questions of the participants. So who polluted the water? How do you get the water cleaned? What could have been done to prevent this from happening? You're using Aldo Leopold's land ethic and helping teach sustainability.